working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hey! Oh. Hey! Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see y'all. Welcome back to Chicken Wing. Welcome back to the program. Let's go live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King, and we are now officially live. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Crispus? What's good with you? You cool? I see you tooled up, man. Got your, personal protection and everything right there, man. All right, Crispus. Shout out to Crispus. Hey, this is what we do, man. Monday through Friday, Lord willing, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast right now and worldwide. Something like a podcast, man. Trending topics, hilarious commentary, celebrity interviews, and interesting people. Interesting people all day, every day, man. I appreciate y'all. To all the Peanut Gallery checking in. Thumbs up in the chat. Good to see you. First timers, welcome to the program. If you've been here before, I will not shout you out since you didn't bring anybody. Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer down the hall in Studio G. Appreciate you. We are 100% viewer supported by viewers like you. So that means if you want to get down with the get down, man, to help us move this operation forward, $ Lamont King 06 Cash App is wide open. Speaking of which, we had some fundage yesterday, so I want to shout y'all out and maybe put your business on display. We this is like Small Business Spotlight Week. We'll say that. Second day in, I just named it. That's what we've been doing. So somebody donated yesterday and was like, "Thanks for shouting out small businesses," and that's real. Got to pay it forward. You know what I mean? Each one, reach one, teach to one, and preach to one. All right, wait a minute. What I got to say the names? Oh, Deborah Keon. Appreciate you. And Tomiki Jones, a repeat patron. All right. She be supporting the underwriters. Those are two new underwriters. And we, of course, are broadcasting live from the newly remodeled Tiny Closet Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
Thank you, Lord Jamal. You know what I mean? All right. Where we at, man? How you feeling today? Got real cold out of nowhere. I tell you that. I'm not ready for it. Was not ready for it. Got super cold and windy. Thought a tornado was touching down where I was at. I ain't for it. Not good. Got to bring out the winter clothes and whatnot. Crispus got the shout out John Watson, all fun and games. Crispus got the OJ. Nah. It's a little more than the OJ. It's a little more than the OJ. All right. Where are we? Let's see. We got a guest coming up in just a few minutes, but let's run through some stories right quick. Some good ones. Lil Wayne is in the news. I don't know if y'all peeped this one. It's an old story, but it's getting traction because of his court date is coming up. So remember last December, that rhymed. Remember last December, he got caught on the gun possession charge. Right now, it's all, man. We pieced the pieces of the puzzle together here, and now it's all making sense. All right, let's go to the story. First of all, I'm lining it up. Be patient. Let's see what it's talking about. All right, so Lil Wayne. Now that's Lil Wayne. In case you some of y'all be like, who? The face though. I mean, I ain't think no man should judge another man's face, but just look at him. All right, enough. All right, here we go. So Lil Wayne charged with gun possession. This is wrapup.com. Faces 10 years in prison. Lil Wayne is facing federal charges that could land him back in jail. On Tuesday, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida charged the rapper with 1 count of possession of a firearm and ammunition by a convicted felon. This is reporting TMZ, so you know it's true. If convicted, he faces 10 years in prison. All right, why is this important? The charge stems from Wayne's trip to Miami on December 23rd, 2019, when federal agents discovered the weapon during a search of his private plane in Opelika Executive Airport. Searching his private plane. Why are you searching his private plane? If somebody on a private plane, they about some business. And see, that's targeted. That was targeted. You ain't going through nobody bags on Southwest when they got the goods. But you can go on a private jet, somebody got money. That's that hip hop police shit right there. Anyway, as a convicted felon from over a decade ago, he wasn't supposed to be in possession of a weapon. This is according to the Miami Herald, but reportedly, he admitted to owning the gold-plated pistol. Oh, okay, that's good, which is found in the luggage along with bullets, suspected cocaine, ecstasy, heroin, and coughs. All right, so I stand corrected. They've also found $26,000 in cash. All right, what say you, people? Because I do know this from my limited knowledge of law enforcement and the law. Might have to get Kevin Mincy in on this one. You can have guns. You might be able to have drugs and get away with it, but you can't have gun and the drugs. You definitely can't have guns, drugs, and money. That's an instant no. You're doing time. Wayne's attorney said his client was cleared to leave despite guns and drugs reportedly found in the jet. He's scheduled to appear. 50 Cent. Okay, so this is my first time reading it. So I had a joke ready, but 50 Cent got to it first. 50 Cent already weighed in on Wayne's legal drama while referencing Wayne's support for Donald Trump. Wait a minute, Trump still got 60. Wait a minute, Trump still got 63 days left, man. Call him, Wayne. Get that fool on the phone, man. They're gonna try to put you in jail for supporting Trump. That was my 50. But listen, this is what I was gonna say. Now it makes sense to visit. Now it's coming together. You got to call in that favor, Playboy. Now is the time. Now we see why you went to the White House with your cardigan on, with your puppy sweater on, your crease slacks. Now it's making sense. If you ever needed to call in a presidential favor, now is the time, my guy. It all makes sense. Hey, man, everybody, self-preservation is utmost. I get it, Wayne. You knew this was coming up. The court day is December 11th. You had to do that. You got caught with dope, a gun, and cash on a private jet. That's time, my man. You had to meet with the president. So you got to get that pardon on the way out. I get it. Lil Wayne's smarter than he looks. All right. Got to get that pardon on the way out. That just makes, now it's all come together. Oof. All right. What's next? One more. Let me give you one more. It was at the Doe Holland One Mo. What song is that? Who did that? All right, let's go Peanut Gallery trivia. I'm at the Doe Holland One Mo. Who's that? All right, here's one I don't like. And of course, internet stuff can be taken out of context. And I'm definitely taking this out of context, but I don't care. I don't like it. That's what this show is about. There's nothing objective about anything we got going on right here. All right, so this was today, apparently. On the floor of the Senate, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris returns to the Senate floor to cast a vote today. Here, Harris can be seen extending her fist to Senator Lindsey Graham for a fist bump. I don't like it. Nah, man. This ain't the time for that. There's something don't feel right about that. Like this is sure. All fairs love his politics and it's a business, and y'all got to say these nasty things to each other during campaign time because it's the party and all that. But really, we're cordial and we're associates. Nah, man. The type of shit Lindsey Graham was on this time, previous. Nah, you don't get that. You might as well wipe away everything, all the BS that he was on, and the shenanigans and disrespect that he was on. Nah, I don't feel that, man. You got in, you had the peoples on your side, you identify. He don't identify with the peoples. He don't get the fist bump. He get the head nod or the handshake. That's too much coolness, man. He don't deserve that, man. Even still, Mr. Clarkson says she's saving face because the camera's on her now. It don't matter. You be professional. Like they gave Michelle Obama hell for that. You got the vice president elect. Nah, man, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. What say y'all, man? I don't like it. I just, I don't like it. All right. That's just too much approval. And it's almost like giving him a pass. We still on him for the type of chicanery and shenanigans he was on during his campaign, which many believe now don't even believe that he won it fair and square, which is a whole nother conversation we'll have at another time. But no, I'm not feeling that. So no. If you're gonna be the boss that you say you're gonna be, that ain't we placating with the adversary right there. They already told y'all we not working with y'all. So any attempts at y'all trying to be amicable and bipartisan and across the aisle, they already said they're gonna shoot it down. So all that nicety stuff, I just ain't with it. All right. Maybe we'll a little bit later on. Let me put this number up here, this phone number. If y'all want to jump in and get your opinion, I need that. I would love to hear it. Who among you? Because I'm not happy with that. It's too soon. Too soon. You ain't even in yet. You're not even in. Matter of fact, technically, y'all ain't even won yet. Let your man tell it. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're spotlighting small black businesses, upstarts, entrepreneurs all week for no other reason than that we can. And so right about now, I want to bring you to a gentleman who started his own cigar company, man. What an amazing thing, man. Let's talk to him about it. Please welcome to the show. Let's go live with brother Mike Taylor. What's good with you, Mike? Can you see me? You on? Can you see me? Mike, what's good? We on. We live, baby. Turn me on. Turn me up. Yo. Okay. No, but can you hear me? I'm talking to you. All right, let's try it again. We take it out, put it back in. Can you hear me? All right, let me call his phone. He ain't got his G's. Your G's ain't up, Mike. I see you looking. You can't hear? I can hear you. I can hear all type of movement and everything going on in there, but can you hear me? All right, let me get him on the phone. Let's try this. Let me call Mr. Clarkson in the studio G and see if we can straighten this out, because I can see you and hear you. All right, let's go to the phone.
Please leave your message.
Oh, man, what is you doing? Somebody tap that man. Let's try it one more again. Can you hear me? No problem. Yo. Mike. All right, let's work that out. We till we get that situated. All right, so go to the phone. Answer the phone, Mike.
Please leave your message.
Oh, man, it rang once and then still send me to the voicemail. All right, we're going to figure that out. Move to the next story, and we will come back to it. I don't know. Hey, sometimes, man, these people don't have their G's up. All right, here's another story, man. I thought this was interesting. Howard Stern has some choice words for it. Now, I've never really been a fan of Howard Stern. He's always commanded respect for being one of them balls to the wall. Don't care what he say. Stand by his wordage type dudes. But this one right here, he's spot on, man. And I appreciate this. All right, let's read this story real quick. It's a quick one too. It's a quick shot. Now, mind you, this is a guy who had a $500 million deal with SiriusXM, and I think is currently in negotiation to re-up it for like several hundreds millions dollars. And this is what he had to tell your president, who I would have never thought, I don't know, I don't listen to him again. I would have never thought that he would be a non-Trumper. Howard Stern, according to Baller Alert, shout out to Robin Lyons from DC, put that whole thing together. Howard Stern says President Trump's rumored TV network will fail. I don't know if y'all know this, but him and Roger Ailes, the late Roger Ailes, was putting together a network. Well, it's up and running now. They got TV shows and everything. It's called Newsmax or some garbage. Howard Stern says it's going to fail. Radio personality Howard Stern had a few things to say about President Trump and his rumored television network that's in the works. Stern also encouraged President Trump to concede. Now, that's big. He told you, one, everything you do is going to fail. And then he told you to quit, step down. This is his quote. If he thinks running the country is hard, wait till he has to run a news network, Stern said. That'll fail inside of a year like all the other businesses. Boom! Hey, man.
Today I got time, cuz.
Howard Stern got time today, cuz. He said President Trump has a history of business failures. According to the Washington Post, Trump has undergone 6 bankruptcies. Despite President Trump's questionable financial past, he claims to be worth $10 billion, which we all know is a lie. President Trump, who acknowledged Joe Biden's win, who hasn't acknowledged Joe Biden's win and continues to spread misinformation on Twitter, has been a guest on Stern's show in the past. Yeah, I thought they was buddy chums. All right, here's where it gets heavy, man. This is where shots is fired. Bars. Howard Stern says to President Trump, for once, do something good for the country. Calm down your fucking loony hillbilly friends and tell them you lost the election and you're going to help the transition. These loonies who follow you are all worked up. They think something was taken from them. Hey, man. That's hard. That's hard, man. Yeah. So John Watson, I didn't know you listened to Stern. He said he shits on Trump daily for the past 3 years. Who knew? I had no clue. That'll make me listen. That would make me listen. Sheesh. Haynes said this would never happen with the Hodge twins. That's funny. We'll go watch them. Hodge twins got a budget also as well. They're not talented by themselves. They like have big corporate money behind them. So keep that in mind too. Anyway, the Hodge twins. Hey, this is how they talk. They're twins. This is how they talk. Hey, man, you Democrats. The Democrats think that, we all like to be, we all want to be socialists, man. We want to be socialists. We ain't gonna do it. Yeah. All right. Now, what I want you to do your homework, ladies and gentlemen, do your Googles. Google them, listen to their voice, and you're going to bust out laughing. All right, because I know what I'm doing here. All right, anyway. All right, let's get back to it. I think Mike is ready right now. All right, let's get it. Welcome to the program, Mike Taylor. Golden Town today.
Appreciate it.
All right, here we go. Good. Man, what was the deal, man? What was we looking at?
Man, it's 2020, so there's always something going on. So I had to go and do something with my computer real quick, but I'm here. I'm blessed, so we're gonna get this thing going.
Oh, I see how you did that too. Because as soon as you say I'm blessed, then I can't talk shit about you no more. That's
right now, anyway.
Yeah, that was a good move right there, man. I like the partition in the back, make you like you in one of them places.
Man,
just got finished getting a massage or something. That's what it looked like.
Nah, man. Just had to get ready. Being a teacher, you gotta have your background set every day, all day, because you never know when you're going to have to get on a call, whether it's for admins or a teacher. I mean, or a parent or a student. So you got to
Yeah.
be ready. That's my girl right there.
I can dig it. All right, Mike Taylor, Golden Time Cigars. Let's talk about it, man. This product is a vision of yours that you finally decided to launch this year. Walk us through that process a little bit. You know, when it started and what it took to get it off the ground.
Okay, well, this has been probably in my mind for maybe about, I would say, 10 years. I lost my father when I was young. I would say maybe 8 or 9. So as I got older, my mother would always tell me stories about him. You know, the way he talked, the way he dressed, some of the things that he liked. And even though my dad never liked actually smoking a cigar, he loved the scent, he loved the aroma of it. So that definitely got me intrigued. So I would say maybe about, I would say 7 to 10 years ago, I had my first cigar. It was an acid cigar. First time smoking it, and I just fell in love with it. So from that, I would do a little bit more research, go to a few other cigar lounges in the area. Definitely shout out to our Civil Cigar Lounge. That's when I stepped up to the big boy table. So finally, about a year ago, I talked to my wife. So my wife was like, you know what? Why don't you sell cigars? Because you talk so much about them. So definitely shout out to my wife, Valerie Taylor. And so after a while, it was just like, I started putting ideas together, putting different images and logos together. So about maybe, I would say 6 months ago, I actually contacted a distributor in Florida. We threw out some ideas. He finally told me, you know what, this seems to work for you. So ever since, I would say probably September, when I had my first soft opening, I've had a lot of people come. I've had a lot of support from the fraternity, from just family, friends, anyone that has ever I'm sorry, anyone that has ever tried one of my cigars, definitely get a lot of positive input, but also some negative. I think in order for a business to grow, you have to take the good and the bad, and it's only going to get better. But I definitely need and want all of that intake.
Now, negative feedback. Talk about that for a moment. What does that do for you? Like, are you in the stage where it's like, man, that hurt, or are you like, okay, bet, you know what? I know I can change that.
For me, it's always bet. I mean, I don't like someone to quote unquote kiss my butt to make me feel good. If something isn't right, so for example, I was in a group meeting, I was talking to some bros, they were telling me, well, you should communicate this way, or set up this website, or do this. And I never thought about it. A lot of it I don't even think about, or when I really see their point of view, oh, okay. So if I do this, then I can generate this kind of support. If I do this, I can generate that kind of support. So it's always good. It's always good feedback. Any kind of PR is good PR.
Right.
I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah. How much research did you do about the business before you got it off the ground, or even about the product?
Well, the business, it was about, I would say, about a year, because I really studied. I really talked to brothers such as yourself. You and I had a few comments about what I should do, with a few conversations about what I should have, what I shouldn't have. And with the product, that was about maybe 9 months, because I actually started to look at different distributors inside the U.S. and in I looked at 1 or 2 in Canada, but more so in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. So do you plan to, how big do you plan to get? Like, are you flying them over from Nicaragua and Guatemala?
Man, I can't tell you all my secrets, bro.
Yeah.
But no, actually, my wholesaler is in Florida, and he has the company in Dominican, and so I talk to both sides, because I want to make sure that the process is legit, but also you find out different stuff. So for example, I found out different rappers that I never heard of or can even pronounce, compared to different flavors. So it's always something new I like.
What type of startup capital, without giving me a number, how much of a impact was it on your, as far as financially? Is it something where, I put this away for a couple of years and I was able to launch it, or I got an angel investor, or it wiped me out? Like, which category would you say the startup you landed in?
I would say I saved for maybe 2 months prior, because I knew I wanted to do it. I just didn't know exactly when. I wanted to have something in the summertime, but COVID messed up everything. So I thought, you know what, as long as I had this, and well, first of all, when I put my mind to regarding the finances, I knew, okay, I want to spend this much. I can lose this much, but I want to
Right.
gain this much.
Right. Okay.
After that, then I thought about, okay, for my customers that I have over, okay, what are they going to want? What are they going to need? So I actually started to go and research different foods to eat with. I'm sorry, different foods to have with different cigars, different wines, different beers. So all that went into it. So it's been well. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about regarding the whole uh, business owner mindset. You know, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to talk to these people. So I just want to make the experience, as my cigar say, golden. So
Golden.
that's it.
And the reason why I asked that is because a lot of people, myself included, the thing that intimidates you the most about probably starting a business around one of your hobbies or something that you like to do is the fear of, the finances involved with it and the fear of failing or whatever. And, from what I've heard, just from talking to people that have jumped out there and pivoted this year, it didn't take much, or it didn't take as much as they thought to
Exactly.
really go out there and do it. So that's really like a inspiration for somebody right now that's like, I want to do so and so, but I don't think I got it. And you showing that you can just do it. Sometimes it's just a good business plan and pulling the trigger.
Well, I appreciate that. It's funny. Before I make any major decision, I talk to my older cousin. He's about maybe 10 or 15 years older, but he's like my brother. I talk to my wife and I pray about it. So I'm sorry. I talk to my two older cousins, my wife, and then I pray. So it's really three people. So my wife she was always in. So I talked to my two older cousins, and my older cousin told me there's a quote by Denzel Washington. He said, "When you lay your head down for the last time, make sure that you don't have any thought or ideas that you didn't do or use because you can never do it again." And that kind of stuck with me. And I'm probably phrasing it wrong, but just to hear that mindset was like, yeah, I got to do it. So if it bombs and I make no money, I've been able to connect with different brothers throughout the area. I've been able to find different information regarding cigars, but also cigar terminology and products, and also I made some different friends. So overall, I'm pretty happy about it personally.
Yeah. It's been a good experience thus far.
Definitely.
Talk a little bit about your product line for those of us out here who dabble in cigars. What do you offer?
Well, for anyone that is not a cigar smoker, go slow. You gotta crawl before you walk, before you run. I know a lot of people say, "Yeah, I want to do those real big cigars." You're gonna kill yourself because a lot of people
No,
think,
sir. Yeah. Yeah. No way.
and a lot of people think you have to inhale. You never inhale a cigar. Never. I've seen a few clips on our Facebook and our YouTube where people inhale and they damn near die. So for me, I offer 4 different flavors. I offer 2 sweet flavors. I offer a Virgin Island rum and a vanilla. The vanillas, they are the size of this right here. The average cigar is about, I would say, roughly 5 inches tall. Well, 5 inches big. These are sweet. These are mellow. Vanilla they go well with a nice wine, a nice small cocktail. The Virgin Island rum, they go good with of course rum. They are a bit more sweeter, but the leaves, such as the ones that are in the vanilla and the Virgin Island rum, they're cut up so that is not only it being a real smooth puff, it lasts between maybe 45 and 60 minutes. It's good with flavor. It's good with sandwiches. No kind of sticky food, like, so for example, chicken, things of that nature. I wouldn't do it. Now, for my big boy smokers such as you, me, I have a Churchill. Churchill is probably one of the biggest and baddest cigars out there. It's about 7 inches long. In addition, the leaves are straight, which means it gives you a more stronger puff. Puff. The cigar would last probably about 90 minutes to I would say 2 hours. I had one Saturday, and it lasts me for a good. I started at 4:30. I was done by 6:30. Well, 6:15. So these are definitely one of my. These are for the older gentleman, or even the older female that likes a very strong to kind of that likes a very mild to strong cigar. And my last,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say my first experience, my first couple experiences were were not good because I had been a fan of when I was younger, like you mentioned about your father, which is interesting. I used to love when I went to the mall as a kid to go past the tobacco store with the big Indian dude standing out in front. and I was always fascinated with the smell that came from smoking a pipe.
Right.
And it when I got older, I didn't
Very
equate
unique.
the two. Yeah, it is, because
Very
it's hard to put your finger on it, but it's very unique too. I equated cigars with cigarettes,
Mm,
and I'm
right.
not a smoker fan by no stretch.
Right.
Weed, cigarettes, whatever. And then I found out in conversation that somebody was like, "Oh no, with cigars, you don't inhale." And I was like, "Oh no, never even put that together."
Never thought about it.
Right. So I say, when I get older, I'm gonna start smoking. I don't know what that meant, but for me, it was like when I get older. So then I started drinking scotch,
Right.
and then I in those circles, they were like, "You're not drinking scotch unless you're smoking a cigar." So I was like, "That's the logical next step." So my first experience was with a full body. I will say that.
Okay.
And
Wow.
yeah, it was wow. I almost died. I was on a boat. I was trying to be big wig. I was on a boat in down southwest,
Mm.
and everybody on the boat was smoking weed, and I don't smoke weed. So I pulled out. Somebody had gave it to me. It was still in the wrap or whatever. Big. It was dark, super dark,
Big
super
boy
dark. Yeah, man. And so we out there. We down there by Tony and Joe's or whatever. And I'm just pulling way too fast, and I'm sure I was doing it wrong. And I probably was inhaling. Man, I staggered off the boat, almost fell in the water, went went to the bathroom, fell asleep in the bathroom.
Oh.
This is a true story. And then I walked up to, if you're familiar with Tony and Joe's by the fountain or whatever, I went up the stairs and crashed out in between two buildings, like a little alley. It was like a little walkway. Crashed out. Phone died, and I woke up and it was pitch black. Everybody was gone. The boat was gone. I got abandoned, man. They left me. I was dead to the world. That was not a good experience. And then I had to actually learn. I went to YouTube,
Right.
where I learned everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Started making sure I knew what to do, what to look for. And then the game changed for me, because I'm a new smoker, about 3 years in. The
Okay.
game changed for me 2 years ago when I went to Cuba.
Ooh,
Crash course education in Cuba.
I'm sure. I can only imagine.
Yeah, and so once I had that experience, it was a game changer for me. Now I know what to look for. Now I know what to ask for. Now I know how to, light and smoke it and save it and cut it and wrap it and all that. And so now I'm there. So when you say, "Yo, I'm about to drop my line," I'm like, yes, because I have no problem with supporting people's.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it. And you mentioned something. Your progression from the boat to where you are now. That's what Golden Time cigars are. It's for customers that are first time customers to well established customers. It just gives them a different variety of enjoyment. Whether you like something very mellow, or whether you haven't even cut a cigar, I will cut my customers cigars. I let them know there are three main types of cut, so that when you have it, you can even talk about it, or you can try, and if something doesn't try for you the first time, you do it the second time. But again, to like you said, cigar smoking, it's a pure education. It's a 9 to 5, 365 a day education, a year education, because you learn so much, and from that learning, you become better as a person. Like you said, you learn how to try different scotches, you learn how to try different cigars, but you also meet different people, and that's what life is about. So definitely much respect to you on that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my man on here right now, so give me a second. I'm trying
No problem.
to get Antonio, the Cuban cigar smoker, on here, who's a aficionado of the highest order. Because he's one of the guys that schooled me too. Just because over the years he smoked, and he was smoking when I never even would have thought to smoke.
Right.
Hey man, hold on. Shoot me your email. Cuban. He watching right now. He's on the West Coast.
It's funny. My mother is a cigar smoker. I mean, it's a cigarette smoker. And I used to hate smoking. I mean, smoking was the worst thing that I thought was around. But then when I tried it and realized, like you said, you don't inhale. Oh, for real? Oh man, we could dance with that. So
yeah. That made me feel good. That made me feel good, knowing the fact that I didn't have to inhale, and I was like, I can still get the experience. And for somebody who's never smoked anything else, I actually get the buzz. So I actually get the buzz that you would be looking for doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm fine with that.
For me, for me, cigars are about relaxation and about comfort. So I know everyone during this time, especially with COVID, you have to find something that is safe, but
Mm-hmm.
also it brings you enjoyment. And a lot of people don't realize smoking cigars. Most people that smoke cigars live longer compared to people that smoke cigarettes.
Okay,
And
explain that.
well, I guess because you don't. Well, because it is still tobacco, but because you don't inhale a
Right.
lot of
Okay.
your lungs are not as affected as it is smoking a cigarette. Secondly, from one of the comments, cigar smoking for me should be occasionally, shouldn't be every day, and
Mm-hmm.
only because for me, smoking 2 or 3 cigars a day, you have to have certain precautions, such as you have to have mouthwash or peppermint to get the taste out of your mouth, or you may have a family member that is allergic to it, so you have to wash your clothes a lot, even if you go outside. So that's why I believe cigar smoking should be maybe once or twice a week, preferably on the weekends, so you can really enjoy it. You can have a good scotch, a good whiskey, a good cognac, which is my favorite, and just
Okay.
really enjoy it. In addition, cigar smoking, it is a professional connection.
Yeah.
Most business deals even occur on a golf course or in a
Or over a
cigar
cigar. Yep.
bar lounge. People don't
Yep.
realize that. Like
Yeah.
cigars are about money,
Yeah.
pure money. So again,
Yeah.
these
It's
are all things that I learned.
yeah. Total different circles. Speaking of total different circles, let me invite in the artist formerly known as Antonio the Cuban Cigar.
Even occur on a
Hey,
golf course or in a cigar
turn it
bar
down.
lounge. People don't
Turn the
realize
volume down.
cigars are about.
Wait a minute, he's on a little delay. Hey, Cuban, turn your volume down. Let's try it again.
Total different circles. Speaking of total,
He ain't got to me yet. Hold up. Turn me down. Turn me down. All right, how about now?
what?
We good?
I'm good.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Yeah, we talked Sunday.
Say it again.
I said I thought we talked Sunday in the group meet. You look familiar like we talked before. Okay. Well, either way, it's a pleasure meeting you, brother.
Pleasure to meet you too. Pleasure to meet you, man.
So yeah, man. Let's talk about it, Cuban. You've been a cigar smoker. I mean, it's in your name. You've been for years, and talk about the culture a little bit.
Well, it's funny that I went through and checked this out on Facebook. Just FYI, so I let you know. I got a new TV show coming out, and you're gonna be like,
wait,
I'm gonna let you know what it is, so you know what it is.
But we're not talking about that right now, Q.
But we are, and I'm gonna tell you. Just give me
all right, go ahead.
Seconds, and you get it. So I created a show about the cigar culture.
Okay.
What I did was I took the blueprint from Anthony Bourdain, and I used the same blueprint, but instead of about the food culture, it's about the cigar culture. The reason I tell you that is that we in editing, and we already got 18 networks that want the program. I got Sex Entertainment on it. I got D.L. Hughley, Richard Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace. We got Michael Jordan. We got so what I do is I go around the world and I highlight the culture and lifestyle of cigars.
Okay.
We got 2 episodes. We got 10 episodes in the can. We shot 2 episodes out of Cuba. We shot an episode out of Dominican Republic. We shot DC. We shot North Carolina. We shot Philadelphia. We shot Beverly Hills. We shot downtown LA. So it's going right. So we I could let the cat out the box now because we're in the final stages of it, and we we sitting down with networks. But now you know what I'm saying. The name of the show is A Good Cigar Is Like.
Okay.
So break down the whole.
Do you feature newly launched upstart black brands?
We highlight everything. So we just had a young lady because the female culture in the cigar, they're the largest, fastest growing demographics in the United States of America, especially African American females would get a percentage of 8.5% of smokers. White males are only 7.3%, but people think that white males are the majority of the smokers, which is not. A lot has to do with the flavor cigars coming out. So what we do, like, to give you an example, in that episode, we talk about everything that's new in the culture.
Right.
So I at the beginning of the episode, we show you all humidors, we show you all cutters, and then what happens is, like, we was able to shoot inside of a factory manufacturer that creates humidors, that creates lighters, that creates everything. So the process, how it's built, how the company start, how we do it. Then from there, we go into a lounge in the valley, and the young ladies talk about.
Let me jump in real quick. Did you just get out the meeting? Because you on fire. You got all the talking points and everything. Was you
No,
just
I just know. I just know.
All right, so listen. So your interview is next week, man. It's Mike interview, man. So having traveled the world, though, all serious, having traveled the world, what advice would you give him as a new business owner with his own brand?
Well, the number one thing I say in the cigar culture, and this is the first thing he needs to pay attention is to the laws that they're trying to pass, the federal laws with the cigar culture. Because what happens is, like, they're trying to compare cigars to cigarette, and it's totally two different worlds.
Right.
I mean, totally two different worlds. So what happens is, like, now it's like anything else. When you start seeing more celebrities, when you start seeing more people smoking cigars, the young people, they get that attracts them. You know what I mean? That's the shiny stuff to them.
It's very trendy now. It is very trendy.
It's super trending. I mean, remember, I've been in Cuban cigars working for 30 years.
Right.
When Jay Stevens wanted to give me a fine for saying it on the radio, which is crazy till you move it to now. So when they see that, it's that they also see a spike in younger people 18 and under buying cigars. That's why, if you notice lately, the price tags of the cigar have gone up.
Yes.
And the reason they're going up is because the argument is, look, kids are not going to buy a $10 stick every day or all the week. They're not going to buy, these expensive cigars. This is different. This is a move. This is something different. So you have to look at that law, because what's going to happen.
You saying they raised the price to get away from
so if you raise the price point, it say, well, these kids can really just go and buy a single one and smoke on the regular because it's the price point.
Yeah.
So what happens with the law, why he has to be careful and check out the law, is that if they pass the law, what they're going to do is that they're going to tax even more money on it. So what's going to do is going to hurt small businesses. So really, the people that benefit off of that will be the Rocky Parterres, will be the Arturo Fuentes, will be the Partagas, it will be the Cohibas, because they pushing millions and millions and millions of cigar in a year. He's not. So that's the first thing I recommend. And the second thing is your marketing and promotion. You got to make sure that, you got to give it away before you got to give it before
you got to lose the game.
You know what I mean? You got to your cigar has to be in people's hands.
Right.
It just like you said earlier, you said, you get good report, bad report. I think now the biggest thing that you want to do is being able to promote. Now, the tricky part is if you promote on social media, they're probably not going to allow you because they don't want to promote smoking on Instagram and Facebook. But
they'll let you buy ads. They'll let you buy ads though.
Right. No, well, they're kind of being tricky because I trust me, because I try to do a promo about cigars, but what I would do if I was you is that I would create a commercial that's about smoking, but we're entitled it about smoking. So you're gonna have to give a perception of what I'm doing, which is a lifestyle.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to. That's gonna be your goal. Your goal is being able to take your product and pay it off with the lifestyle.
Okay.
And that's how you're going to have to promote it. But if you go to where there's my cigar is better than this cigar, and in the cigar business, nobody smokes the same exact cigar.
Nobody.
Right.
Not even yourself. You own a company, and your product is not the only product that you smoke.
Right.
So because of that alone, you have to associate it with the lifestyle. I mean, with us, I sat down just like you, and I saw YouTube. I saw everybody was like, wow, why nobody could show this culture the way it needs to be shown?
Mhm.
Because it's a lot of, I met a lot of billionaires. Forget about millionaires. I'm talking about people with real money in this culture.
Right.
I mean, we're shooting in yachts that we didn't have to pay for. We're shooting in mansions.
Was you with Robert F. Smith? Did you do any shooting with Robert Smith? Because he's a billionaire, but he just went down for tax evasion. You ain't
No,
shooting
we
him?
didn't.
Oh, okay. Now, is this the idea that when we talked about a year ago, you said I got this
Right.
shit?
Remember, I told you.
What I say? I said,
You said, don't tell it to me because I have an idea. And I told you, but I've been working on this for 6 years.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's how crazy the game can be. Because I was like, it sounded brilliant the way you were selling it, and I was like, don't tell me what it's about.
You told me that. That is absolutely correct. You was like, I got an idea. Don't tell me, because I don't want to be like, yo, that's my idea. So now I'm at the point that I got 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because I'm able to, I mean, I got a lot of celebs. I got a lot of information. I shoot in on the fields in Cuba. I show you the process of how they grow their cigars, how they wrap it.
You got a sizzle reel? You got any clips? You got a sizzle reel?
I got a reel. Yeah, I got a reel.
What you doing tomorrow?
What time?
Come on the show tomorrow.
East Coast.
3:00. We know where you at, nigga. I said it already. We know you in Hollywood, nigga. Don't do that shit. 3:00. Come on the show tomorrow.
All right. All right. As of right now, just call me and remind me.
All right.
Come and remind me. I just got to make sure I can put the sizzle, because the reel that I have, we're changing it.
It don't matter. Give me 10 seconds of something to run while we talk.
Gotcha. I'll give you a little snippet. I got 2 directors, directed by
Save that for tomorrow. We will talk about all that tomorrow.
Should I take over my interview, brother?
I know it's a lot.
Oh man, I ain't shit, man.
It's love, baby. It's love, baby.
No, you've been working for a long time, and you coming into your season. I'm watching all your moves, so you gonna get the spotlight tomorroall.
You deserve it too, brother.
Hey man, but I wanted to say, man, congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Lamont, send him my number.
Yeah.
Text me if there's anything I can help you with. I definitely would love to help you. You know, especially for Lamont. I owe Lamont a lot. You know, that's my
brother, one of the best
brother right there, man. So anything I could do, hit me up, and let's, I definitely looking out to help you out, man.
My man,
brother, thank you.
I make it happen.
I appreciate that.
All right, tomorrow, don't flake.
All right, man.
Don't
Remind me, Lamont. Love you, man. Gone.
Put the Bugatti in the shed and just sit tight tomorrow, because I know you be moving around, man.
Yeah, I'm hustling, baby.
Yeah, all right, I'll holler.
God.
Cuban cigar smoker.
Yeah,
he's he's one of the ones originally that kind of hit me to the product and the culture, not even realizing that it was one.
Right.
So I saw him in the comments. I was like, let me just bring him on, and he's next to a lot of people.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's always good to
a lot of people.
So I've always believed it's always good to get wisdom, whether they're from a younger or older person. Wisdom never goes old, never dies out. So I definitely appreciate that plug more than you know.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. I mean, people got to start somewhere. Like Robert F. Smith, man. I was reading his story today, man. Somebody gave that man $1 billion to hide from the IRS 20 years ago. And
look at him now.
Yeah. Well, look at him. He done turned state evidence. But I mean, I have $1 billion to give, but I got resources and contacts. So that's how I look at it.
That is even better.
Yeah. That's what's up. All right. So what's next immediately for Golden Time Cigars? How can we find you? How can we patronize? What else do we need to know?
Well, I'm on 2 social media platforms. One is Facebook, Golden Time Cigars, and I'm also on IG, Golden Time Cigars as well. You can reach me. You can, if you want to place an order, you can DM me. I also have I also do weekend deliveries within 25 miles of our DC. So I will hand deliver your cigars from Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I will also provide the cigars to be cut as well. So again, you can reach me at Golden Time Cigars either on Facebook or IG, and I'm working on my website. My website should be finished within the next week. I've just contacted a consultant, and they are going to do the finishing touches probably within the next week.
Now you with the delivery, is there a minimum
in terms of cigars?
Yeah. Like if I'm out 26 miles away, and is there a minimum? You coming out there with one cigar?
Bro,
I gotta
if you want one cigar, you got one cigar because that's one new customer.
I feel you.
One good and one review. So hey, whether it's 10 or 20, well, whether it's 1 or 10, a customer is a customer.
Okay, sound good. All right, Mike Taylor, Golden Time Cigars, man. I appreciate you coming through, kicking it with us a little bit on Let's Go Live. Wish you all the best, man, and I'll be looking to grab some sticks very soon because I'm all out.
Wow. Well, I'm here for you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. All right, boss. I'll holler.
Right,
Mike Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. And that's that is a product I can vouch for. So I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And especially for you newcomers who might want to partake. You know what I'm saying? It's a good place to start, man. Get you a mild Connecticut wrapper. Go into place and ask. Do you have anything in a mild Connecticut wrapper? That's the tan. Now here's a rule of thumb. Basic. Tanner, the lighter. The darker, the stronger. Okay, keep that in mind. So if somebody passes you one, if you've never had it, and it's super dark, don't do it. Okay, that's just your first little. Everything else, like you said, it's education, man. The fascinating thing about cigars is every aspect of it, the product and the culture, every aspect is a conversation piece. So there's always there is something to strike up a conversation about the wrapper, the filler, the tip, the leaf, the which cut do you prefer? Do you light it with a match or piece of cedar or the butane or the gas or there's gadgets, accessories, there's pouches, humidors, there's the walking joints, there's the kind you build in the crib, there's the portable. Everything has it's like the shoe culture for y'all sneakerheads, but different. But you can't smoke your shoes. So there's that. All right, that was hype. I'm kind of hyped for Cuban's interview tomorrow, man, because I know he's been he moved to LA about a year and a half ago and hit the ground running, connected, driven, motivated, and he's got projects in the can. He's working on projects, and that's his lifelong dream. And so I'm super proud to do. So I'm excited to talk to him tomorrow. John Watson says light skin versus dark skin cigars. When will it end? Hilarious. All right, so let me text him right now. So y'all be witnesses. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. your time. Tomorrow. Don't forget, cuzzo. All right, one last story, and we're gonna get up out of here, man. I thought this was interesting. Actually, I got a couple stories. Wait, did I do this one already? All right, that was Howard Stern. We did Lil Wayne, and it was another one. I might say that for another time. All right, let's see this one. Let's go out on a funny. Let's see what I didn't watch the video yet, but there was a guy who apparently was involved in a burglary at a pizza place and decides to do something wild on the way out. And I guess this is how he got caught. All right, let's read the article. I just went for the headline. So let's read it together. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, true story, apparently, from insider.com. What's the headline? The headline is 25-year-old man had the audacity to make himself a pizza as he stole cash in a delivery car from a California pizzeria. Hey, 2020, man, it's not a game. You got to be creative. We always talk about pivoting, but if you're a criminal, you got to pivot too, man. You got to get creative. Man accused of stealing pizza from a pizza restaurant in California and preparing his own meal was taken into custody on Wednesday. Oscar Sanchez. He went up in Big Slice Pizza and prepped the dough. He had to work there before. He prepped the dough before stealing the restaurant's cash, beer, electronics, and the delivery car. Place was been in business 17 years. Never happened before. Let's go to the video. Let's see what that even looks like. Sounds funny. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Oh, he wilding. Nah, that ain't his first. That ain't his first dough. Well, it might be. Now he high as shit. He is out of there. He thought it was gonna be. He thought it was gonna be easier. Nah, fam. No, man. Those is experts. They'll be flipping the dough like that. It ain't easy. Why you think they run these commercials every 10 minutes? They gotta get that money back for training, man. That is not. Yeah, he was high as hell. Let me see. When the staff returned to the restaurant following the burglary, their car, $500 beer and electronics was missing. All right, well, he did get some stuff. It'd have been a tragedy if he left up out of there with no pizza and nothing else. He got hit with numerous charges of grand theft, suspicion of grand theft, and burglary. All right, there it is. All right, y'all. It's that golden time of day. Appreciate y'all for sticking around, man. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I enjoyed it. On behalf of Mr. Clarkson down the hall in Studio G, the Peanut Gallery, our guest Mike Taylor from Golden Time Cigars and Cuban Cigar Smoker, all the way live from Hollywood. Appreciate y'all. That is our show. We would have had time for Roland, but Cuban took all of that. So it ain't even on me this time. Oh, we got punchlines. We can't leave until we get a good punchline. Punchline for that last story. All right. So Bates says he was on Section 8, The Last Slice. That's gonna be the name of the. That's the name of the the Hulu original. Section 8, The Last Slice. I like it. All right, can we beat that? We got to go on a strong punchline. That's how we says how we do it. He can be working kitchen duty in the pen. John Watson. Okay. Section 8, The Last Slice is still. If we got one that can beat it. Let me see. He was oh, I got it. It's a new movie starring the ghost of Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. A Pizza, the Action. Hey, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It just came right to me. A Pizza, the Action. We go to shop it, and that's gonna be what the movie is about. Man breaks in, makes a half pizza, and steals the car and gets away. A Pizza, the Action, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there it is, folks. That's today's show. Hopefully we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Don't do nothing stupid. If you do, don't tell nobody. All right. A Piece of the Action, nigga. That was funny. You stupid.